Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I'm going to do a reading on the full moon in Sagittarius, and I'm just telling you, this is some pretty kick-ass energy. What I have been hearing, and it's just a repeated message from the universe: breaking free, clarity, truth. It feels like we've been edging toward truth, sincerity, transparency, authenticity, and this is it. It's like the vault is open. If that means anything to you. The vault is open. But also it's just breaking free. It feels as though the illusion has shackled us. And now the clarity is going to break us free. That's just a message that I've been hearing, just breaking free. And I know I said something in one of the readings I did earlier last week, because today is Sunday. This is the 12th of June. And the new moon in Sagittarius occurs on the 14th. But I'm going to pull it today, because these are all clean decks. You know, on Sunday I change my deck combination and I pull out new decks, and so these have all been, you know, cleaned and rested, and so I wanted to do this today. That card, the Two of Wands, flew out when I was shuffling, so it's like now that you've broken free, what are you going to do? That's what came to me. So I'm going to put that in there, shuffle these one more time, and let's do a reading on the full moon in Sagittarius energy. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. You comment below if you feel as though you are feeling the shift. Remember, we talked about that big shift, and then we went through the shift. That was a little shift. Now we're in a big shift. It's like we got prepared to do the shift. All right, so this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And then I'm going to use the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. And then Traditional Rider-Waite. My first tarot deck ever, which is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And then this little deck, the Mysteries of the Tarot, or something like Secrets of the Tarot. I don't even remember the name of it, and it doesn't have it on the box. So we're going to get started, and let's pull some energies from the Sacred Destiny, because this definitely feels destined. Something about this shift, some things that are going to occur within this full moon energy. We're 2 days into the energy. We'll definitely be feeling it until somewhere around Thursday or Friday, early Friday morning. And it feels like, but I keep hearing 7 days. I keep hearing within 7 days of the full moon on June 14th, there is going, it's a super moon, and it's like there's going to be some sort of destined event, person, epiphany. I'm not sure what it is, but it's like, bam, you know, the truth. and then it feels like everything will be restructured based upon that. Miracles and delight. I don't ever read these, but let's see what they say. It's a double rainbow, which I've been seeing a lot of rainbows lately. After a storm, the rainbow appears. No matter where we are, the instant a rainbow splashes across the sky, we usually stop and stand in awe. Some say that rainbows are messages from the creators. Others say that they are part of the electromagnetic spectrum phenomenon. But no matter what the explanation for their existence, rainbows have struck awe in the hearts and souls of many through time. Many traditions believe that rainbows are blessing from the Creator. A double rainbow is a double blessing. The sacred landscape wants you to know the storms of the past are passing and your dreams are coming true. No matter what has happened in the past, your future holds abounding miracles. Good fortune, celestial beauty, and inner divinity are expanding within you. Believe that your life is guided. Trust in the goodness of the universe. The celestial bridge to the heavens is opening for you. Start a health program, invest in your career, or initiate a relationship, and good fortune will manifest. Blessings are flowing in all directions. Believe that you deserve the best, because you do. Bounty, joy, blessings, and miracles are flowing your way. And this is sparrows and green spring grass. The sparrow gains its power from its numbers. In clusters, sparrows eat and forage, and predators are distracted and deterred, even intimidated by their numbers. Security and joy in numbers is a lesson of the sparrow. Within their community, sparrows are always busy, living life fully. Many cultures align with the meaning of the sparrow, with joy. And in the Middle Ages, the sparrow was thought to relieve suffering, one triumph over hardships, and bring joy. The sacred landscape wants you to know delight is expanding in your life. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Host a party. The joy you experience will give birth to immense creativity, and your life will blossom. Share your happiness and elation with others, and it will grow by leaps and bounds. This isn't the time to be serious or buckle down and get to work. This is the time to be spontaneous and madcap. Do not make hard and fast commitments. Don't sign any legal documents or make any pledges right now. Don't make any promises, or you might not be able to keep them. Give yourself permission to have fun, lots of fun, especially in community with others. Okay, so for what it's worth, there was some good guidance in there for you. All right, let's pull from the chakra. I'm just going to look at this one more time. Sorry. Because they were very specific. Invest in your career, start a health program, initiate a relationship. And then in delight, don't make commitments, host a party, spend time with others, go to a community gathering. Okay, so, wow. And so this is the oracle, the chakra. Ooh, impartiality. That's like the justice card. Be fair and balanced. This, what I'm just hearing from this card is you don't have to make a decision right now. This can wait because everything's balanced. There's no need to rush. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, this is really beautiful energy. You've got miracles, you've got delight, you've got rainbows, you've got birds singing, you've got flowers, you've got a little rain that makes the flowers. This is a facade. And acceptance. Okay, the only card I'm going to look up real quick is the facade. I don't think I've pulled that card before. I hate to read so much for you, but interesting. Key ideas: disassociating from yourself, reclaiming your life, healing your childhood pain. This is about reclaiming the inner child. Remember last week's readings all about the inner child? So this is healing that inner child. You've been working on that, and after this full moon, all of that will just kind of ease up now. Then we have this impartiality, which means you're not going to be triggered by that inner child wounding anymore, because now you can accept yourself and your inner child. And the situations that have triggered you in the before aren't going to seem as, what I'm hearing is hostile. Sorry, I needed a little drink. Okay, let's pull some tarot. I'm going to pull from this deck because this was the first deck that wanted to say something. Let's pull some cards on that facade. Definitely have done the, if nothing else, you have realized some childhood wounding in your past that has not occurred to you before. And now that that awareness is there, you are working on diminishing the reaction. Okay, so we have the Eight, working on the Hierophant. Okay, so here we have the Eight of Pentacles working, and then the Hierophant is, to me, is divine masculine, the spiritual divine masculine, and it's like the divine masculine energy is prevailing and protecting. It's prevailing and protecting the inner child now, because you've been doing that work. This card is going to come out. Ah, Knight of Wands. That tells me something about that reaction. This Knight of Wands to me is somewhat reactive. So now the divine, the spiritual masculine is protecting that inner child now. Impartiality. Well, let's change decks. I'll go back to that deck in a minute. Impartiality. That means you're just very balanced. You're not reacting either way. You're just kind of like, okay, this is very neutral, non-reactive, but cautiously responsive. And this is making you feel like you are in a much more healed energy, because you're very much, you're not under the shackles of the inner child wounding now. Isn't this amazing? Wow. And it's like now, because you can release that, the miracles really come. Okay, we're talking now. Okay, there's our three. I'll take them as they flew. Ah, look what card came up. Did I not say that was Temperance energy? And look what came out. But Temperance is in the reverse. I'm going to scaffold these down a bit. Temperance is in the reverse now. The Death card. Then we see that one. Two of Wands. You could not, okay. Oh, goodness. Before, in this energy prior, it was very difficult for you to feel balanced. It was like something was always off kilter. Emotionally, there was something always off kilter. And sometimes you'd react to something and you were like, why do I feel so triggered by this? That wasn't that big of a deal. But now that you have the awareness, this looks like the Hierophant there. Protecting that child. Saying you've already come and taken what you needed. And now no more. You have what you needed. It was very hard for you to make decisions because you didn't have the awareness of how your inner child wounding was affecting you. Okay, let's move on to acceptance. Now remember that this is not only for your energy, but for possibly your divine counterpart or twin, whichever you feel connected to. All right, they said take that. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. A new way of doing things. A new way of, yeah, 10 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. See, there's the balance. You're not creating this karma. You're restructuring things. Now that you have this awareness, it's like it was illuminating. It's like, okay, now I see where the hiccup was. Where it was not aligning with how I was reacting to certain events, people, circumstances, situations, based upon what I rationally believed that I should have done. So now it makes sense to me, and now I have balance. Impartiality, neutrality, a balance. 2 of Cups. Okay, I had another deck, and they said use it. This is the Illuminated Tarot. I really like this deck, but I'm going to have to take a minute to shuffle, so if you don't mind. This is a very interesting deck. This impartiality, the neutrality is, with this 2 of Wands, is not being attached to an outcome. Not being attached to an expectation of an outcome. That's breaking free. That's when the miracles come. That's when you find and cultivate this delight and joy. Is you're giving care now to this inner child and helping them see that they're nurtured. And therefore you are so less reactive to things that used to trigger you. Wow. Okay. Let's see what this one had to say. All right. That is the Queen of Diamonds. And each, this is like a regular deck of playing cards, but each one has a choice of security over risk, enjoyment of wealth. Oh, no, that's the 10. Sorry. A bond between the internal and external. There's that impartiality. Mastery, not control. Mastery, not control. It says of nature, but this is just the mastery of your inner divine masculine, divine feminine. Because the last chink in that was what was keeping it imbalanced. Now, I don't know if a card flew down, so I'm going to look. I think that box just flew, but I want to make sure. Okay. There's that 10 of diamonds. We just read that one. The choice of security over risk, enjoyment of wealth. Now this is in the reverse. So to me, this is when we were talking about you're not choosing. You're just allowing. You're just acknowledging. That's why you're staying neutral. Is you're not feeling like you have to choose. You're allowing things to unfold. The 8 of Spades. Justice. Reason, fairness. It's in the reverse though. And none of these cards are in the reverse because it's a clean deck. Let's take another one. Six of Spades. This is the Sun card, I believe. 7 of Diamonds. We got spades and diamonds. 6 of Spades is leaving worries behind, a transition. And then we have the 7 of Diamonds. The Star, hope and healing. Okay, so what this feels like to me is that you are you're in this mastery, this impartiality energy, going with the flow, just allowing divine will to kind of just, because your need to control came from you were protecting the child, the inner child. And now you're balanced between security and risk. And you're leaving behind the injustices that wounded that inner child because you've healed. Okay, they said go back to this deck. Oh, bottom of the deck, they said. 9 of Clubs. I love this deck. But I don't know all these cards. The Sun. Clarity, simplicity, and new life. Remember I said that there would be a truth that would bring clarity? It would be like, okay, now from here, I'm doing things differently. That's that 2 of Wands. From this point, I'm doing things. I'm living my life differently. That's what this full moon is bringing in. It is washing away or releasing the inner child need to control, the need to control to protect the inner child. And then this is where the miracles and the really deep joy is going to really bubble through. All right, they said shuffle and pull a couple more cards on this. You know when I call this the Sun card, and it's the Star card, and this is the Sun card, how amazing that is. Let's see if that card needs to come out. All right. The world from this point forward. And where is it? Look. From this point forward, I'm doing things differently. Luck, new opportunities. The world, look at the text. The world is in the palm of your hand. Can you see that without the glare? The world is in the palm of your hand. The world is in the palm of your hand. Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Celebration, bright happenings. Miracles and delight. I'd say that's celebratory. All right, let's pull one from the Rider-Waite and we'll end up this reading. I think it's very, it's very, I'm hearing the word culminating. It's the culminating of that final step, which was realizing, acknowledging, and becoming aware of the inner child wounding. And now you do things differently. From this point on, the world is in the palm of your hand. There is the 8 of Wands in reverse, the Moon, and the Sun. What is hidden will be illuminated. Masculine and feminine energy balanced. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy balanced. Intuition. We've got the Sun twice, the Moon and the Star, and then we have this 8 of Wands. This is, to me, reactions. You're not overreacting anymore because you're not triggered the same way. Okay, this card came out, Page of Cups. And it feels like because you're not triggered the same way anymore, and look at the inner child. Look at the inner child. And I don't know if you could see, where's the Death card? There's this little child here, and it's like death is just about to run over it, but the Hierophant, the spiritual masculine, is saying no. And the Sun's coming up here saying no. You know, it stops here. It stops here. So now who's on the white horse? Wow. Never noticed that before. Okay. Now that you're in the energy of the healed inner child, and you're allowing your inner child to go out and play, because that's what they're saying. Go out and have some fun. Be spontaneous. Really be that inner child. That's that delight. That, I mean, this is delight. This is delight. And you can't see the miracles that are happening, but they're happening. Oh my, yeah. Look, shit. 2 10s. The Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Cups. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. We'll end the reading there. That's just incredible. Remember when I said something would be fated? Yep. All right. I hope this helps. I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.